This is the brand new OPPO Reno7 Z, and instead of having an arguably more common and understandable name stylization like this, it is officially written like this, which doesn't make sense. Anyway, the OPPO Reno7 Z is the company's latest smartphone that is parked under somewhere around the entry to mid-range smartphone, but it is a premium one at that. With the price of 1,699 ringgit, the OPPO Reno7 Z does have a few interesting things to offer. So let's begin. While the OPPO Reno7 Z is a rather simple phone to review, the design is not that simple. So you see, the OPPO Reno7 Z is having this kind of rounded square design, and it's kind of narrow, so it's still very comfortable to hold with my large hands here. And our unit here comes with the rainbow spectrum design, and it is technically a combination of a matte finish plus a very highly diffusive kind of design at the back there. So if you look at it at different angles, then the color will start to shift and it's kind of trippy. The camera bump though, I'm really not a fan of the clear cutout here, and especially the AI portrait camera text. But the cameras themselves though are very similar in terms of design with the S22 Ultra with the two circular cutouts. And we also have an extra feature here, introducing what OPPO calls it as the dual orbit lights. The camera cutout lights up, and that is to signify that there's some sort of notification going on in your phone. I think it is unique, though I personally don't find any use for it. Okay, so speaking of the cameras, we have a total of 3 cameras here, but I will only consider one of them to be usable to take pictures, since the depth sensor and the fixed focus macro camera, both of these cameras shouldn't exist anymore. Anyway, the main camera does take decent pictures overall. Just keep in mind that when it comes to the night, pictures shift to become a bit noisier and it also becomes a bit more yellowish. I really do wish that OPPO would give us a dedicated ultra-wide-angle camera, but no, we get a depth sensor and a fixed focus macro camera instead. As for the screen, this phone comes with a 6.43-inch AMOLED screen with a resolution of 2400 by 1080, but it is only using a 60Hz refresh rate screen. The display does look good, and honestly I don't really have any complaints at all, not even the refresh rate, since I'm someone who's fine with 60Hz after all. Now for the performance, this phone does come equipped with a Snapdragon 695 chipset, and it is a 5G chipset, and the performance coming out of it is sufficient for day-to-day use, but it is not gonna be that enough if you wanna play games like Genshin Impact even at the lowest graphical settings, because it won't even be consistently at 30 FPS. Now for the battery life, the OPPO Reno7 Z comes with a 4500 mAh battery, and it lasts for more than 16 hours in our battery life test, which is expected given that the Snapdragon 695 is a rather low power chip anyway. And the charging times, this phone comes with a proprietary 33W Super VOOC charger, and it charges from 15 to 100% in about 45 minutes, which is actually quite decent for all that it has to offer. As for the software though, it's using Android 11 on top of ColorOS 12. And we've talked more about ColorOS 12 in another video, so check it out there. And overall, the software experience is kind of different compared to the vanilla version of the ColorOS 12, because for the OPPO Reno7 Z, it comes with a lot of pre-installed apps and also a lot of ads at the same time. You see, the home screen itself, we have nearly two pages of pre-installed apps, and we have the usual stuff like hot games, hot apps, OPPO App Market, all of those stuff, and also the, what's that again, snack video or something like that. We not only have those bloatware that we have to remove one by one, we also have a lot of push notification ads from system apps like the Teams and also the aforementioned OPPO App Store, which I find to be really annoying, and I just wish OPPO should just remove all of them. But specifically for the OPPO Reno7 Z, we have one extra feature in the settings menu, which is to customize the orbiting light. There isn't that much options to tune it because it's always in blue color and the brightness is always consistently the same, but we can enable or disable it at certain times and also for certain apps, but that's about it. And then the conclusion. Look, the OPPO Reno7 Z at the price of 1,699 is definitely expensive. It's a premium entry-ish level smartphone, hence that price. However, it's something unique about that dual orbit lighting, which I think a lot of people will oogle over that, but for me personally, I really don't find any practicality with that, so your value by looking at this phone will vary from mine. So that's it. That's all we have to share with you about the OPPO Reno7 Z, and we'll see you guys in the next video.